In the province, we can borrow. I have borrowed from Nova Scotia. I contact Troy Winters quite frequently. But we do have an increase in violence, and it seems to be on the uprise. I think that we need to have a contact person here, somebody who is readily available. I know we do have our reps. I'm not saying that they're not trained, but it would be nice to have somebody that just overlooks the health and safety, because it would be a big portfolio on its own. So I think we need that to move forward, and
I stand in support of this resolution. In our workplace, we have workplace bullying that comes to us through management, oftentimes, with little recourse for the workers. Further to that, as a supervisor for child protection social workers, I see my workers going out into the workplace where they are in situations of risk, violence, imminent risk often, and they return to the workplace, and I see them returning psychologically different. And there's little help for them. There's also little recognition that that is a workplace situation or incident that can bring about further possible PTSD results or other results. And so I stand strongly in favor of this resolution.
Thank you, Sister. Sister on my call.
Sharon Thompson, PP 2745. I just wanted to respond to the sister that talked about the students and the patients in the nursing home didn't recognize what they were doing. Nobody's disputing that, but what we are disputing is when a plan is put in place in a nursing home that two people work with this one individual because of the violence, because of whatever diagnosis they have, maybe it's Alzheimer's or anything else. And then the minute they're short, they say to these people, well, we don't have two people to go in, so you'll have to go in alone. And this is the person that just had their jaw broken or their arm broken or a few cracked ribs just a month prior to that. And then they're ordered by the supervisor to go back into that room with this individual. Well, I say, no, I'm not going, and I have that right, because you know that your life is in danger, or you're going to be bodily harmed if you go into that room. In the education system, what we're trying to do is the frontline worker, which is the EAs in the school that are working with the children that are violent. And we have some children in the education system that I refer to the little shit syndrome. They haven't been diagnosed yet, but they pounded the living crap out of about 18 people.
Darcy Barker, 1253, local 380. We're in a strange situation. We went through an amalgamation, and since the amalgamation, health and safety has gone way down. We have nowhere to go. In our schools, in our union, we can have health and safety committees, but once we get to the school level, it doesn't travel any further forward. Management doesn't want to have meetings. They've only had 2 a year. If you have a problem that happens in September, it doesn't get dealt with till December or January. I'm strongly in favor of this. We need to be very, very in their face with health and safety. It's a key tool to fighting job cuts. We all know when they cut jobs, what happens first? Health and safety goes down. I'm very, very passionate on this, health and safety. Health and safety to me is the most important thing. If you can't work because you're hurt, you don't have a job, basically, right? You got to go through compensation. They fight you with that. Very, very strongly in favor of this, and I hope we all support this. Thank you.
I stand in support of this resolution because, not only because I'm on the Health and Safety Committee, and I speak very strongly of it, but I see it every day in the workplace where I work. I've been with the provincial government for 13 years now, and I've seen many members come into the workplace and the government turns around and spends $1,000 on safety equipment for a person to use a chainsaw. I have not seen one person put on a pair of pants or boots or safety gear. And I go to my supervisor and say, how come you're not telling them to put a safety gear on? Well, it's his choice. We gotta stand up and put something in paper so that these people start doing what they're supposed to be doing, because that's when accidents start happening. If we just stand around and watch, somebody's gonna lose a limb, somebody's gonna lose a life, and I can't do it. So let's start doing something, say something, do something. Come on, let's go.